Hello, hello everyone. This is Charles with Smarter Way to Apply, powered by Jess Recruiting. And I just wanted to take you on a tour for all my automotive technicians out there. We got a cool software suite built specifically for you, not the shop owners, not anybody else, not the service advisor, but we have a suite of software tools built specifically for the automotive technician. And the platform's called GearGenius.ai. That's GearGenius.ai. You see it here, GearGenius.ai. Free automotive career tools, right? Our most popular, again, it's a suite of tools. We have FlatRate Pro, Where's My Time Go, Total Voice. We have the tool tax calculator. We have the digital toolbox. We have voice notes, right? And just to let you know, let's scroll down here and figure out what all these things do. Most of the platform is free forever, right? When you sign up for an account, it's absolutely free for you. So just to kind of give you an idea of that, here we got the FlatRate Pro job tracking. I'll show you a little bit about that in a second. That is free. We have Where's My Time Go, the application that is free. The two task tag calculator, that's free. AI performance analytics, that's free. We do professional work history reports, that's free. This one is big. This is going to replace your resume. This professional work history report is going to allow you to really leverage and negotiate for what you're worth. But most, like I said, most of what GearGenius.ai offers is free. There are a few things that you have to pay for. The total voice functionality that's a premium feature. We got a few premium features, but hey, we'll go through that later. The core functionality of the platform is free, and the core functionality is the most important functionality for you, the automotive technician. So let's go back up here, right? So let's start off with FlatRate Pro. Again, this is um, the flagship application on the GearGenius.ai suite. And basically, what it does is it tracks your jobs, analyze your efficiency, builds you a professional work history, and it's perfect for you, the automotive technician, right? So the whole idea behind GearGenius.ai is for you to document your history, your workload, your work logs, your jobs that you do on different vehicles over the life of your career, and be able to take that documented history with you from job to job to job. Think about it right now. Most technicians on the flat rate pro system, you guys track your hours by you just write them down, just to keep track of them. Flat rate pro on GearGenius.ai is your digital job log, right? And it's there for you forever for free. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? Another thing I got to enter things into? Yes, another thing you got to enter things into, but this is the ultimate thing for your career, my automotive technician. So here, let's get logged right in here. You'll see here that okay, here it is. Yeah, so here we go. We're started. So this is the flagship flat rate pro application. Basically, it's a job log, man. It allows you to log your jobs and to keep track of the work that you've done on different vehicles over the life of your career. Here we have, I'll show you a quick sample around the flat rate pro application. You have your job description. Now remember, the GearGenius.ai is powering this whole thing. So the more information you put into your job description, the better. But you could say something as simply as oil, did an oil change, right? And then that's enough to log the job and to continue on. But the more information you put in about whatever job that you're doing, the better the application learns about gets over time. Because GearGenius.ai is meant to learn your habits, you as an individual, you over time, and help you become better. It recommends tools. It recommends different things to do while you're working on these vehicles. So going back to the job description, the more, like I said, the more detail you put in here, the better over time. You can also put VIN numbers. If you put the VIN number in here, the system will look up the VIN number and pull in the car information already. So you don't necessarily have to do it. you don't have to type in the car information. You can hit this voice button and talk and just speak to what you did on your job log. But for demo purposes here, I'll just put I replaced all four four tires on a Camaro. I love Camaros. 2018 SS. Oh, not 22, but SS. There we go. Right. And so I just a simple, a simple description, or like the more in depth your description is, the better the system becomes over time. And I would say, replacing four tires on the SS, let's say, that's going to take me, let's say an hour, right? Let's say book time says an hour. I don't know what book time's going to say, but let's just say book time's going to take an hour. If you don't know what book time may be, you can ask the AI for help, and what it'll do is, let me actually do that and show you that. So you could ask AI helper to help, and it'll go and try to figure out what the book time would be for this particular job, right? It looks up your description, and like I said, the better the better you are at your description, the better the AI can assist with what the book time may be here. Maybe here is recommended 1.9. And let's look down here. I just kind of want to look down and give you some more. So since we use the AI helper, the AI tries to explain to us how it got this information. And this is the biggest feature about GearGenius AI. It learns, remember, it learns you and your work habits, right? So it learned, it has a low confidence score that the book time is giving me is correct, but it tries to, it says, hey, I think it's 1.5, but according to your history, this is what local means. According to your history, you take about 2 hours to replace four tires, right? So the AI says, look, I'm gonna go with your history and says, look, it's 1.9. But hey, if it's not, we can always change it for whatever the correct industry book time is. Remember, Gear Genius is really geared to your habits and what you do, so it'll try to tune it to that. But so let's say 1 hour, and say it took me 1.5 hours to do. Took me longer than the book time, and then it's saying I don't know why it's recommending engine repair. Probably because this is a test account and there's a lot of information in here that is not correlation. This will be different for you because you will put your actual work in here, and so it'll give you a better estimation of what your category should be. But if we look down here, we can see this is cool here, right? So it says this is the reason why the AI has very low confidence, because it's saying, hey, maybe it's an engine repair, but it's basing that 80% off of what I locally have submitted in my history as my job, right? So that's why it has a low confidence rate at what is recommended me here as far as my book time in my category. But it says here, what we learned about your workflows recently, similar jobs, tire rotations and inspections on the 2019, it just gives me recent jobs I did sort of along the same way. See, like, and it recommends review five job logs. So it learns your specific workflow, right? And it's estimating all that based off my specific workflow. Well, let's just put this in here. And this, as you see, I'm putting pretty much anything in here just to demonstrate the functionality. And let's pick our category. We'll go with let's just go with we'll go to other general. Make it other general. And then okay, so now we got our book time set, we got our job description, we got the actual time, we got our category. Uh we could put a work order in if we wanted to. It's not necessary at all. Remember, this belongs to you, the technician. We definitely need to put a date on when we did the job. Let's say we did that today, right? And we could put additional notes if we wanted to. Again, we don't have to actually type these notes. You can hit the little icon here and speak them, or you can pay for the premium subscription, which gives you an agent a total voice agent that'll do it for you. But if you don't want to pay for the premium subscription, which is $9.99 a month, it's totally cool. All the core functionality is here. You can still speak it here by hitting this microphone. But the more detail you add, the better. Like I said, the AI learns over time. But I got the basics needed to add a log to add the log. So now that I got the basics filled out, I can add the job, right here. Well, before I add it, I'll say it'll give me a little preview. It says, hey, my flat rate, my hourly rate is $40 an hour. The actual value, if it was hourly, would be, if I was hourly, the actual value of my work of the hour and a half I put on this work would be $60. But because the book time is I did it more than the book time allowed, it gave me a 66 efficiency rate, right? So my effective rate for how long it took me to do that specific job, which is replacing all four tires on a Camaro, was $26 an hour, right? So that's how it gives you a little preview on your job and how you performed. Um, we can go ahead and add it to the log there. Boom, right? And here it is. It's in our log. This is a preview log, right? We can go to the enhanced log, and we got different views here. We have a my earnings view. We have an enhanced job log. We have a really in-depth analytics board, enterprise grade. We have a way for you to request verification for the work that you've done. We'll talk a lot about that in the future. We have filter, and we have a way for you to import your job. So if you're putting your work as a technician into a shop management system, you can ask your shop manager to export that in the CSV or Excel file, and you can import it right into your FlatRate Pro application here on GearGenius.ai and have that history for yourself as shown. So this preview here, right under the job log form, is just a simple preview, and it typically it does default to the filter to your current pay period. These are all settings. Your current pay period, you can set that in your profile and settings. There's two ways to get to it. There's this little icon up here, the profile and settings, or you can hit the little menu button here. You go to profile and goals. And so here you can set your profile. You can set any training certificates that you may have or anything like that. This is important to remember. GearGenius.ai learns your workflow, learns everything about you, right? To be better, to assist you more as you grow in your career and in your skill level. But settings here, you can set your monthly revenue target. You can set you can set your speed target, your efficiency margin, your weekly hours goals. How many hours you want to bring in weekly, daily earning goals. You can set all types of settings, and all this is visible to you here on the first page. You could, like I said, right here, we're set to our current pay period, which is set in the profile and settings. And it says, hey, based on the 4 jobs completed in this current pay period, I'm setting at 222 hours, $2. I'm doing, book time. I'm about 10 minutes ahead of book time here, and I completed 4 jobs. It tracks my goals, and you can hit this AI performance report to get a just overall performance report on how on your job log and how you did overall. So you can see here, I overall logged over 600 jobs, the total earnings, overall efficiency, and my average job value. And it tries to give me some insights, some recommendations, some strong performance, some category performance analysis, on different categories. And here it is here. And then I can, most importantly, here I can generate a performance report, and which looks like this here. And this really would replace your resume, right? If you hand this to an employer, they're able to see right away, how well you performed on different categories in repair, right? They can see right away. This report empowers you to really negotiate what you're worth, in your work situation. Um, And this report is generated based upon the logs that you know, your workbook here. Basically, that's what FlatRate Pro here is. It's a workbook that you carry with you throughout your career. We have other features here. We have a timer that you can set quit timers here if you needed to as you're doing stuff. We'll get more into those features, and we'll definitely talk more about the overall suite, GearGenius.ai, and how it can assist you, the automotive technician, in your career moving forward, or even if you're starting a career. Like, it's very important to get in the habit of documenting your work and taking it with you from throughout your career to maximize your earning potential. And that's what this platform does. It's geared to you. All of the core functionality is free. The only thing that's a premium is our total voice agent, which is about $10 a month. And the total voice agent allows you to say without typing or without having to do it. It just, allows you. It does everything that you can do for free, but it just allows you to do it with your voice. Um, and again, we're here at Smarter Way to Apply, powered by Jess Recruiting. We're really, really focused on, like, providing tools to our automotive techs out there to help you guys advance your career over time. And the GearGenius.ai platform does that, and it really, the whole platform's designed. The AI platform is designed to learn from your interactions throughout the platform. So if you're logging time, if you're adding your tools to your digital toolbox to keep track of them, if you're adding notes, just general notes about what's going on, and the platform learns from it, and it gets better as it learns from you and its recommendations. So yeah, take automotive technicians, take a moment, check it out. This is GearGenius.ai, specifically the FlatRate Pro application, but GearGenius.ai, the whole platform and all the applications offered on that platform is geared to you. We built it for you. All of the core functionality of the platform is free, and it's free forever. So with that, I'm going to close. Again, this is Charles with Smarter Way to Apply, powered by Jess Recruiting.